Dumbass fucking direwolves they weren't a big deal.
All right, welcome to the spoiler
Ever.
cast for Game of Thrones episode
What,
4.
what's a dire wolf? I never heard of that before.
Dumbass wolf. Gives a shit. Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up. These wolves that have been in the background for like 8 seasons.
He
didn't pet them.
In all seriousness, wasn't this like the first time in like 2 or 3 seasons that someone has directly addressed or even directly looked at Ghost and not just had him in the background or just had him make a quick appearance?
So, really quick, this is our Game of Thrones spoiler cast. We're recording. This is like an hour. This is like an hour or two after the recording. For episode 4. What was the episode called? I didn't look.
The Last of the Starks.
Last of the Starks. And yeah, this is our episode. We go up every Monday for the next 2 episodes, I guess, after this.
Yep.
The last 2 episodes.
We break it down, go with full spoilers, so don't expect any non-spoiler reviews here. This is just a full spoiler talk about it.
Oh, excuse me.
So yeah, we'll get to the direwolf in a second. Any impressions? Let's talk about impressions of this episode. What do you guys think? What?
I say Ghost is his name, which is fitting.
Oh right. Also,
I'll treat him like the fucking one.
Also, I'm Adrian. Casey's over there.
I'm Gore.
Yep. There you go.
I don't know why you said Casey's over there.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I expect him to say what's up so you can wave.
Yeah.
Well. All right.
Doesn't matter.
What?
The names are right above.
Yeah,
everybody.
but like I said, sometimes people just fucking play it on audio.
Well, then that's their fucking fault. What, do they play Game of Thrones audio too?
Maybe.
Won't you watch these videos? Look at our fucking beautiful faces.
Nah, that's an understatement.
I'm beautiful.
Oh.
So, what do you guys think of the episode?
It sucked. I could see everything.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said. I was like, cool, I can see everything now.
Oh, I could see everything. No, I thought it was a great episode. I love episodes that follow giant ones that do it well. At least, like a nice, that do it well. Walking Dead doesn't do it well. Like someone will die, and then 2 episodes later, someone will actually start talking about that character. I'm like, oh, thank God they mentioned them.
They'll have a major death and then like a filler episode.
Yeah, a filler episode, and then another episode after that where they like maybe briefly
they follow like a different group at the same time.
And I miss Jerry or whatever. I'm just making up a name, but like that. So I'm glad they immediately first frame was like them grieving for everybody that died in the last episode.
Dude, I don't know why. I miss. I know the last season of Walking Dead apparently got good reviews, so I might end up.
It did get good.
I'm gonna watch it sometime, but. Man, it'll never hit peak when episode 5 happened of not episode 5, season 5, episode 1.
Oh,
the finale, the finale of season 4 and the intro to season 5. That was like peak, like fuck yeah, dude, this show is fucking killing it right now. And I haven't watched the last 2 seasons now.
All right.
I think a lot of people have.
Reviewing Slump, it's still doing well.
Popular.
Yeah,
it's still popular.
It's not as popular, but it's still very popular.
You have all these other shows now. Game of Thrones has always been up there, along with Walking Dead. Not as popular, obviously.
Oh, what was that one
subscription? Obviously.
What was that one show that was competing with Walking Dead for a little while for like most viewers? It was that one game. It was the you bought the 360 game or the Xbox One game, the really shitty one. Oh, it's the hunting.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was for a little while. That was like almost like fighting Walking Dead for like number 1 on TV.
Yeah, but that's for any dumb. Not that Walking Dead's intelligent,
it's not
storytelling, but Duck Dynasty's like literally like, hey guys, let's go and unduck you.
I remember you almost convinced me to buy that game with you, and I was like, hold on, what am I doing? I'm not like you. I don't buy a bunch of bullshit like that.
It's a fun game. You get to collect Vietnamese dongs, which is a currency. Yeah. I didn't know that. So when they just found a jar and you didn't see what was in it, and it said Vietnamese dongs, I was like,
hell yeah.
Yo, it's went dark. Anyway, stop talking about Duck Dynasty. Let's talk about Duck Dynasty.
So yeah, what'd you get? So Gore, you thought it was good. Casey, what do you think?
Yeah, it was a great.
I thought it was good. Obviously, we'll get into it more. My main complaint is basically the last 20 minutes. It's clearly they've they've made their decision about how they're doing things, and it just kind of sucks that it's. Hopefully, they can think of something, but it just kind of sucks that looks like they're going with the path that everyone figured out at the beginning of the season, and it's kind of going to be fairly predictable what goes on from here on out, which kind of sucks, but
Interesting. I liked it. I liked it obviously more than last week's episode. It feels silly because like I'm still not happy with last week's episode, but I mean it's obviously why they did what they did because they still like it just feels weird. It's just so weird because like I feel like the showrunners just like these characters so much. Like obviously they do, right? But they want to write more about these characters, but we don't have time to write about these characters, you know? So they're like, oh, we still want more fun scenes with Tormund and everyone, but we can't kill him this episode. Let's keep him around for next episode. You know what I'm saying? Like they still like they're still. It's like it feels like they're like
but
halfway.
Let's keep him around next episode. Then next episode comes, they go, oh, you know what? We actually don't have time to write anything for him, so let's just say goodbye.
Yeah, it feels a little weird. Like I mean, I'm not even saying that it was bad. I mean, I like the interactions. That's why episode 2 was fucking phenomenal. I like these interactions. I get why they're keeping them because they want to do more stuff with it. It just feels weird. It feels like they're kind of like in a weird spot where there's like we want to keep writing for these characters, but we can't because we're at the end. I don't know, but I liked it a lot actually.
That didn't bother me in this. It just felt more like they were not relaxing, but they were partying. They were celebrating.
I'm not talking bad against that. I'm just saying it feels like
I don't feel like they were trying to write any more stuff about these characters though, is what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I feel like if anything they concluded a couple characters and you might not even see them anymore after this.
Which is weird. Yeah, that's.
Well, Tormund, if you don't see Tormund anymore, like I mean, what piece of his story has been left behind and unresolved? Like what?
Well, it's not that.
I mean, that's it. He's done.
If you're just gonna have
we'll get to it.
Well, no. So let me finish this. If you're gonna have Sam or Tormund just walk away or something, just leave, it would have been better for the whole story just to have him. Just kill him off in that last episode during the battle. And
I don't agree.
I don't agree that the best way to end the character is just to kill them.
Yeah, no. I think that's actually a little bit leaning too hard into.
I think Sam.
Well, no. I'm saying compared to like how they just let him go. Just all right, I'm done. See you later. They need to give him a better ending than that.
Well, he was going back to the free folk.
Hold up.
Sam's just going to live his life with Gilly,
we'll talk about this.
Who is pregnant.
We'll talk about this
again. Who gives a shit?
This whole thing's a spoiler.
I know, but I want to break into the beginning before we jump into that, then move right on to the rest of the stuff.
We'll talk about it again. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Right, but we'll get to that. So let's just start off at the beginning. So we have the send off, which is the funeral thing, which I think is what you're saying is that Game of Thrones does really well where it does acknowledge the dead, and at least it doesn't just like, oh, they're dead.
Well, they acknowledge the dead, mostly.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, Ed didn't really get much of a thing. He was just like, if Sam didn't roll up on him, fucking John would have given a shit. Like,
yeah.
John, how come John? That was his friend too. John didn't give a fuck.
Am I crazy, or is that like still not enough pallets of people to like cover how many people they lost? Because they lost a lot of fucking people. That was still,
there was bodies stacked on bodies. Oh yeah, those pyres too.
I feel like even that was like a not
like Jorah got his own because Jorah's Jorah, and same thing for Theon. But the nameless soldiers, there was like maybe 20 or 30 on a pyre. And I'm assuming a lot of them were probably whites also at one point. So
I was gonna say, they probably did a lot of them already, considering like all the rights they had before, which also makes half of this not make any sense. That half of them were being burned even though they were fucking rights still. But
there's a lot of people alive for what I thought was looking at the end of the episode. The way the end of episode 3 ended, it was looking like there was like no one alive, and now it's like, oh, there's still like a decent amount of people.
That was a little weird. But I mean, remember there was still people alive in the crypts, and there were people fighting and stuff. So whatever.
Right. I'll be honest. My first thing I saw was like John with like a little gash right here. I'm like, that's it. That's all. That's the only injury he had.
I said the same thing about that. I mean, to be fair, you watched the episode, the last episode, and that's what he had on his face at the end of that. Too.
I know. So, it just felt like all these guys that were like.
It makes sense. He wasn't really, when it comes to what John did in the last episode, he didn't really do much.
Well, fair. Then Samwell had fucking like still only like a little scratch.
Sam did way more than fucking John.
Absolutely.
I mean, John ran away from the dragon. That's the most he did. You don't really see him too much in that episode do stuff.
But
He was on a dragon at one point, I guess, but whatever.
so we got to send off, and I thought it was well done. I mean, again, not to dwell on it, but like for the amount of deaths that we got, it was like Jorah and Theon, and they had their own little thing there. So it was like kind of we're just like mourning a bunch of these red shirts that we don't really care about. And then
I care about Lyanna.
About who?
Lyanna, I said.
Yeah, I was about to say aside from like Lady Mormont and Ed, but
what do you mean?
I don't know.
What's his name? What's his name was there too? Wasn't there somebody else?
Oh, Beric.
Belric.
Yeah, there you go. Beric. I like Beric.
Yeah, Beric was cool.
I really like Beric. I don't know. I always liked him.
No, he's been cool. I liked him.
I like him.
Good.
Okay. You know what's funny? Like, imagine like they took like a handful of dust and put it on one of those, and it's like that's the red woman. she kind of turned into dust. I guess she fully turned into dust and blew in the wind.
Or you see like when Davos walks up to one of them to light it, you just see him kind of just kick some dust underneath one of the pyres, and that's her. He's just kicking her under.
Yeah, there you go. See you later.
So
bye.
We got that. Then we jump into the scene where they're all inside eating, and we have the Hound and Gendry start talking. It's kind of funny because it felt like Hound was really being a dad right there, where he was kind of like, "So you and Arya, huh?"
Yeah.
He's
protected.
Yeah, so I didn't
that's when Gendry is leaving to go see Arya, and that's when Daenerys stops him and says, "Hey, you Robert Baratheon's son."
Yeah. Hey, remember what just remember I killed your entire family. Now I'm making you a lord. It's like I don't know if I should be happy or I should be shitting my pants out of fear.
What was her play there?
Huh?
What
was her play?
Oh, just
her play is just that now he's loyal to her, and you know,
and also to liven up that party too. Because everybody was fucking like eating silently
and not giving a fuck about Daenerys.
Yeah. So it was both reasons. I mean, she says that immediately after she does that, she talks to who is it?
Well, no, that's
she talks
Tyrion.
to Tyrion.
Yeah, it's Tyrion turns to her. It's like, oh, so you also have him in your back pocket.
Yeah. So I mean, that was the.
Yeah, so that whole scene was interesting because we got a lot of different dynamics going on there. We did also like for a second look like Sansa wanted to fuck the Hound.
Hell yeah! No, they had a relationship. Before.
Did they?
Yeah. That was just from one friend to another.
Yeah, no, because the Hound wanted to take her out of King's Landing, and when he left, and when he said "fuck the king" and everything else, he's gonna take Sansa. Sansa didn't want to leave.
Yeah, she backed out. She considered it, but backed out like the last minute, and
that's why the Hound was just like, "Hey, if you went with me, none of that bad stuff would have happened," because it would have been Arya and Sansa and Hound besides Arya and Hound.
Right.
He would have probably got Arya too, but whatever.
But that would then like in the background of like every scene you see Podrick with just like 40 women around him.
Yeah,
that one girl's like, "Hey," and he's like, "What's up?"
Yeah, and then the next scene they're sitting at the table, you just see Podrick in the background picking up a second girl.
Yeah.
Got that magic dick.
Tormund got his heart broken here.
Oh yeah, that was upsetting. That was really upsetting. Because Brienne and Tyrion and Jaime are all playing that game.
And Podrick.
They're playing a game they play in Podrick, but they were all playing a game that they played in the previous one of the previous seasons. So they were playing just like, oh, try to guess, and if you can't guess it, then you drink or whatever. And it keeps going until like they bring up that Brienne's a virgin. She leaves. Tormund's like, "Hey."
Jaime cuts him off.
Brienne, he was like, "What?" He swooped in like Batman.
and I love how out of everyone there, the one person he chooses to go to basically vent his feelings is fucking Clegane.
Yeah, he likes the Hound. In that last season, for some reason he was immediately. He just likes big. I mean, obviously, he's Giant's Bane for a reason, as he told you in a couple episodes ago. But he just likes giant people. He just is attracted by that.
And just the Hound has the look on his face of like either I'm going to kill him or I'm going to kill myself.
He said "fuck off" like immediately.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Oh yeah, he put because Norman put his hand on his shoremember, he just said, "Don't fucking touch me."
Don't fucking touch me.
That was sad though, seeing Tormund just crying. It's like,
He was crying. I was like, fuck. Remember when Tormund was like a very serious character?
Yeah.
I like that.
And then John just came in. He's like,
John
John!
came in and just fucking nerfed all that.
It was only a couple seasons ago where he was still really serious.
Yeah.
Like when they went to Hardhome, he was still serious.
Yeah.
And
Then
now
he saw some shit. He's like, all right, we're gonna live a little.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He made some friends. You know, John. He loves John.
He fucking loves John, dude.
He's praising John. Yeah, this motherfucker went on a dragon. This guy's sick.
And Daenerys is sitting right there, like, all right.
No one praises me like that. Wish I had a Tormund.
And then I like how he got so you guys heartbroken. And some girl like right behind him's like, I'm okay with a wildling. And he's like, oh,
yeah, I like wild things.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
Yeah, so then
Tormund arc complete. There you go. That's the arc that completed.
He gets heartbroken and leaves.
Which was barely an arc, because usually an arc requires another, like one of those relationship arcs requires somebody else to have feelings in some way, where they didn't at all. So it was like a
what if that's the reason John sent Ghost with them? It's like, hey, I know you broke your heart, so here's something else you can put your love into.
Oh, he loves dogs.
Here's something else that will love you unconditionally.
It's a giant wolf, so there you go. He likes giant things. There you go.
With one ear.
And also, we need to go send them away because that special effect costs too much.
Yeah,
it costs a lot.
That's the reason why they don't fucking show wolf or.
That's the reason.
I mean, not wolf, ghost and.
That's the reason why we're down 2 dragons already this season.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that makes sense. Gotta kill his dragon, because if they didn't kill him, and they had 3 dragons, then where's the tension? You have 3 dragons,
right?
Like how you gonna like?
No, I know. I'm making jokes.
I'm not worried at all. I got 3 fucking dragons.
I do think they did it Ghost dirty though, because like what the fuck, man.
I don't care about Ghost. He's a doggy.
Yeah, he's a bat.
That's
you see his battle fucking wounds? He did some shit, dude.
Dragons more.
I'm with Chris. I just think the stupid thing is like, with that John looks at Ghost and Ghost is there still bloody without an ear. I'm like, did everyone just see Ghost and just went, he's fine, and just like no one's gonna give him any sort of treatment. They're just gonna let him sit there bleeding with one ear.
That fucking dog did more shit during that battle, obviously, than a lot of these motherfuckers did, because he was fucked up, man. He was charging the front lines, he got fucked up, and he's still hanging out there.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck.
I don't know. Lyanna did more. Like she took down a giant.
You don't know how many giants. There was only one giant there.
There was only one giant.
Yeah, maybe there were more giants. Well, there was only one.
Maybe there were more in the back. You don't know.
How do you know the direwolf didn't just run away? That's why it's not dead.
Nah, because it got fucked up.
You got hurt.
That's what
I
what happened. It went in. It went in, saw the Dothraki drop, and it just went fuck this and ran off.
Fucking ear flew
that
out.
dog.
He's like,
That dog
fuck
did some
this.
shit.
I'm out. He got on his hind legs and ran.
Turned into fucking Usain Bolt.
It said these lame ass dragons with people climbing on them. They're like, oh, I better fly away.
Well, yeah, that was kind of lame. That was one dragon though.
That's a lame ass dragon.
Drogon's not lame. Okay, Drogon in this episode is like, nah, fuck that.
And the dragon lost his jaw. He's like, oh, let me breathe fires out this way.
Yeah. Oh, he breathed even more.
I don't even think he knew his jaw was gone because he's dead.
He breathed fire just going out this way.
How would he know? He doesn't feel pain.
Every time he breathes fire, you just see his head just swing to the right.
So
all the fire just starts propelling him.
After that, and I didn't make a synopsis of this. I just wrote my notes. After that, then you have Jamie following Brienne into her room. Yeah. And then that whole scene happens, and all I wrote down was Brienne kisses like a virgin. Her kissing was like, Jesus Christ. That's some good acting right there.
I think the best part about that scene is just Jamie like, oh, it's so hot. You see him struggling, and then you just see Brienne just standing there like slow, and you just see her face as she slowly figures out what's going on right then.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, why is she thinking? And then like you see her eyes while she realizes, oh, I'm about to fuck him.
He was playing. He was playing.
But
I need to take this shirt off. Oh, I wish I had a little help.
Yeah.
One hand. That sucks. Only had 2 other ones.
2 other hands.
2 other hands.
I wish I had 3 hands.
Yeah. Well, last time I checked, Brienne had 2 hands. So.
That's the way you say it. I wish I had 2 other hands.
Yeah, because that would make it much easier.
Um,
Imagine how easy it would be to take off all your clothes with 4 arms. Just imagine that. Just shirt and pants off immediately.
So
It'd
Yeah,
be like Bruce Almighty, that scene where he's just like he just knocks the clothes right off him.
so
I like Bruce
we have after that, then it's the scene outside, which is the one we were talking about, where they send off a bunch of people. And I disagree on the fact that we don't need Tormund to die to necessarily end his arc. I was
Like I said, it doesn't have to be that. It's just I think he deserved a better ending than just. All right, I'm leaving. See ya.
I feel like that's not the end of him. I feel like we're gonna see something of him. At the end.
We might see him again, but
I'd be surprised if that was really the ending because I'd feel a little underwhelmed. But I don't know. At first, I guess now that I realize it, it's that the wildlings only promised the fight against the dead. Now that's all gone. They don't give a fuck about any of the other shit that's going on.
yeah, because that's what the dead was fucking them up. So
yeah,
they live in the woods. Who gives a shit about?
Yeah, I had to realize that for a second. Then I was like, why isn't he helping his boy John? And I'm like, oh yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, John wouldn't ask him anyway. I mean, they already lost so many for a war like that. I don't know. He wasn't even upset that he said he was leaving. He was like, all right, boy, and then he did the secret handshake.
Yeah,
kissed him.
Yeah, then they
if Tormund showed up to the Jaime and Brienne sex scene and it was a 3-way, I'd be okay with it. It makes sense to me.
Brienne's first time's a 3-way.
But it's like sensual.
Jesus.
No, it's sensual.
Between
like nice.
between 2 manly ass men too.
Yeah. Tormund murdered a giant and then slept with his wife pretty much.
I was gonna say the whole time they're having sex, he's just telling his story over and over again.
Oh, did you like where he was drinking that shit again?
What?
He was just drinking and just getting all over his beard again.
Yeah. Well, I loved when he was talking about John and he's like spilling his drink all around.
Yeah.
He's just like, let me tell you, John's the fucking best, and he's just spilling everywhere. That's good.
But
shit.
So, Gore, how do you feel about that send off then? If that is the send off,
that's fine. He had so many close calls. Like he had like 3 in the last couple seasons. Did he have a close call in Hard Home? He had a close call in.
He's had like 3 just this season alone.
Yeah, I mean the last episode I think he had like a couple, but everybody had close calls in that one. And I don't know. I think he served his purpose. You know, he's not a major character, and I don't think he needed to be in the rest of the season. So send him off.
I have no problem with it.
Doesn't get Brienne, but you know what? He's fine.
I have no problem with it, but I still want to see him somewhere later. And I think if they're gonna, I could totally see the show trying to do some fan service shit where it's like they're fighting and then like John's about to get killed and then here comes Tormund with Ghost. Tormund's gonna come out with Ghost and they're gonna save John or something. It's gonna happen.
It'll be like the Veil with the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, that was a good moment though.
Yeah, I mean no, that made sense because
right.
Sansa had Butterfinger.
Yeah, you see fucking John just choking like, I can't breathe. Looks out and Sansa's just giving him the eye, just like you fucking idiot.
I really like.
Can we take a quick detour? People planned fucking battles in this show so goddamn terribly. Everyone is the worst goddamn general in this fucking show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense with some characters though, because some of them are just so.
John's terrible.
Yeah, John's still young. I think most people like John because he's very passionate.
He sucks at almost everything though.
He fights for a lot of people. You know,
John fits all the criteria for if you're looking for a generic hero type. He fits like all the criteria for that.
I like John a lot, but I agree. One thing I would love to happen, I want Tyrion to like call him out, or even Dany. I mean, I guess he is kind of, but Dany has some fucking bad strategies too. Like,
Varys called that out.
And this episode,
I know, Varys did, but Varys wasn't calling out the strategy. He was calling out that you shouldn't murder all these people because it would probably work. I mean, just going around and murdering all these people, but I don't know. That's not what she was doing there. I don't think.
Oh, right. So we did get a scene with Jaime and Tyrion talking. Tyrion's finally making short jokes to Jaime, which is something he's like, I'm so excited I can finally make tall jokes against you. Yeah. And then Gore's homie popped in.
Yeah, Braun. When Braun showed up, I was like, he just kicked down the door. He was just like, yeah, that's right, fuckers, remember me?
I
And
thought, see, I don't know if I
waving
was
that
happy with
crossbow
that
around.
scene though.
I love
I
that
loved it.
scene.
That
I
scene was
love that scene.
so
That's
good
so Braun. That's so
because
Braun.
it was just
Why?
the relationship between the three of them. It's like even after everything, it's still just it was still the same. Where it's like you could tell it was a tense situation, but they weren't handling it for half that time. It wasn't a very tense situation the way they were handling it because they were still every time one of them had a chance to take a cheap shot at the other one, they take it.
I strongly disagree with that.
Well,
Uh,
why? What's your problem? That
no,
Braun
I think that
wasn't
was
as chummy as.
no, I think that was definitely tension, but
No,
I'm
um,
saying.
I said there was.
no, like I
didn't
don't
say
think there
there
was
wasn't.
ever,
I said,
I don't think there ever was not tension in that. Because immediately it threw me off. Because Braun, like, I mean, he's still the one that saved Jamie, like during that fight. Like, I feel like Braun is
yeah.
still like, I feel like he still should always be on.
He did that so he can get paid, though.
Yeah,
Right?
he
No,
said
no.
since day
I mean,
one.
they
He
show
looks
in that
number,
episode that he loses his money at one point.
yeah,
too.
since day one.
He did it 'cause he liked
number
Jamie.
one thing he looks out for is number one is him, and number two is money. Everything else comes third.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he did look out for himself. But he just kind of threw around these threats that was like, and then Tyrion had to remind him, he was like, hey, remember I want to pay you more than everything else? Yeah. All right,
Well,
then why?
actually, no,
Why?
Braun's the one that said that.
Well, yeah, but why doesn't he just open with that? Say, hey, your girl's got a hit on me. Pay me up. Instead of like throwing around these threats and like all that. It just
He wants
felt
to, he
it
wants
felt
to,
very
like,
not.
Because he wants to make sure that he gets something of value. Because now he can literally just sit back and let this whole battle happen and not do a goddamn thing. Because now he knows no matter who wins, he's getting something good out of it.
I feel like he could have made that
Yeah,
point
so
without
the way he started, it was just like to assert himself into like,
Yeah.
just like he's the King Honcho in this piece. All right.
I don't know.
Don't fuck him.
I've always associated, even though like obviously those were his intentions, I've always associated him with being very brotherly towards Jamie.
I
And
think he was. He was just he
Yeah.
was. He wasn't gonna kill them. But I think it was more. He wants what he knows he
he'll get it either
deserves
way though.
for.
Yeah.
But
He'll
don't
get
get
it.
his way.
He'll get it either way. He could have literally just asked them and saved all this. It just felt very not Braun. I didn't like that
He,
scene.
no, he wanted because he always talked about he wants a big castle, like a good one.
Yeah.
So
And he would have had that. Like Tyrion of all people is probably more like starting to his worth than
If they
fucking
win.
Cersei is. Which I mean, even he's like, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna win, but like, that's all he needed. I don't know. It. Yeah, if you guys think of that, that's fair. I didn't like that scene at all. I like Braun a lot. It did not feel like Braun whatsoever.
I don't know. I felt like that was Braun. Braun's always like that. He doesn't fight with honor or anything. Like, and the way he was talking made it seem like
If he didn't fight for honor, he wouldn't have saved Jamie and risked his life out there for him.
like he risked his life to not
Literally
die
didn't
from
need
a
to.
dragon.
But he risked his life to go save Jamie.
He did.
Yeah, so
Well, he
that's
wanted to
not
get
that's not
paid.
fighting for number
If
one.
he saves a Lannister, then he
Yeah.
gets good with the Lannister.
Just keep in mind, he was still there,
And
it
he
was
did like
still
Jaime.
him and Cersei. So
He did-
he was still banking on. Oh, if as long as I get him back alive, either him or his sister will give me money for it.
I guess.
And he likes Jamie. I'm not saying he doesn't or anything.
That-
He likes Tyrion.
Yeah.
He actually admits in previous seasons that he actually really likes Tyrion. He
Yeah,
won't-
then
he
that's
won't-
what I'm saying.
if
That
he-
whole
if he
tone
has
is fucking off.
Wait, what?
That whole tone is off if he likes them. Yeah, you can say he's out for number one. I get that, but like even the whole song, like he's not gonna shoot us. At that point, if there was like yeah, you're right, I'm not gonna shoot you. That would have been Braun. I'm like, okay, he knows
Well,
he
then
knows
you-
himself.
then-
But he had to go in and be like, oh, he shoots the fucking post right there just to keep the tension going. I was like, I didn't like it. Whatever though.
Man, I think that fits his.
Yeah, it
character.
was perfect.
His
He was in
character's never
control, and he
been-
knew he was in control.
All right.
Yeah, his character's never been not that. So I don't know.
Um.
He might be friends with them, but he will easily kill a friend to get something for himself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean
That's fine.
that one time where Tyrion asked him, "Hey, if I told you to kill a baby, would you do it?" And he's just like, without question, would you do it? And he's like, "No, man. I would ask one question: how much?" That's it. I mean, that just fits his
I
character
guess.
right there.
I don't know.
So,
I didn't
I
like
mean,
it.
He's always been like that. I mean, he might be chummy with everybody, but that's mainly because it's never been like this, where he has to go and kill these two people, or I guess Cersei will be pissed. I wonder where that's gonna go in the future when Jamie shows back up. But I guess we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. That kind of knocked Braun a couple pegs down for me, honestly.
That's ridiculous. But okay.
Oh, yeah, but,
Moving on. So then
Yeah.
we had so this is when Jon and all the Starks are hanging out there by the tree, and then I was kind of upset at this too, because we got the whole like talk where they're leading up to like, all right, tell them what happened. All right, and then like they're kind of bringing the tension. It was cool. I like the dynamic where they're going with. They're like, all right, you gotta talk to us. Like, what's going on, John? You can kind of see the gears working in his head. Like, where are we going with this? I don't like it when we just cut off the reactions. I feel like that's some gold right there,
no,
right?
I don't like that either.
They did it twice.
Because
I would have.
Or 3 times they did it,
I would have liked
actually.
to see their reaction, but I'm fine with them cutting it because I don't need to hear the fucking explanation again. So I'm tired of hearing the explanation. We know who John is. We don't need to hear it every single time.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they could cut the explanation.
It could be literally like I'm Aegon Targaryen, and just their faces, and that's it. Just cut it. But it doesn't even matter. We got 3 times it got cut off. Yeah, it got cut off when they learned it. Yeah, cut off when Tyrion learned it. Cut off when Varys learned it.
Well, Varys didn't get cut off. It was more like it just cut to Varys.
Cut after that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
it wasn't like Tyrion's like, I got something to tell you, Varys.
I don't know. That was lame.
And Varys didn't really matter to me. Like I didn't. I didn't need to see Varys' reaction.
Right. No, but I'm saying that I just remember. That's why I said 2 at first, but I remember that one.
I would have really liked to see Tyrion's reaction though.
Sure. I would have loved to see. I don't know. I would have loved to see anyone's reaction to this, because that's fucking game changer news for this entire fucking like. That's game changer for like how the land works.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt like I don't know what the decision was behind that.
They probably just figured like, if they did that, then I mean, their faces will they'll look surprised and they cut away. You know.
But we didn't even need more than one then, right? It's like if we got like at least one, if we got the Stark's reaction, we would have thought, all right, that was a reaction for everyone. That's fine. I don't know. That was a weird choice.
I thought it was weird too. But I don't know. It didn't bother me too much because information's there.
Like I said, I didn't like it, but I understood why they did it.
The information's there. They know it now. Arya doesn't seem like, that's the one thing I didn't like, that Arya didn't really have a reaction to it. You never see that. Even with like the next time you see her is with the Hound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the
also that to Arya that doesn't really matter because her number one priority is killing Cersei. So learning that news isn't going to affect her at all because she's still going to go after her regardless.
I know that, but I mean, her not even like mentioning it is a little weird because that's still. I mean, they were even talking about like, we're family. You're my brother.
Family. We're
family. But which is funny because it's just like every time they're like, we're together, and every time they would say that, it would like cut to a wide shot of all 4 of them on the screen at once.
Side note to rewind all the way to the beginning. They put the little Stark thing on Theon at the beginning.
Yeah.
Cool.
What is that supposed to be, like a letter opener or something?
I don't know what it is, but
I think it's just a like a pin,
a crest, whatever it is.
Yeah, just a family crest.
I guess stab a motherfucker.
Also, and then you mentioned it, is that they had the Gendry and Arya scene, in which case
Gendry's like, "Yo, girl, I want that sweet old body." And
so
like,
my friend mentioned.
I like that Gendry.
I liked it, but that was from like seeing Gendry do that. It was just it was just, you felt so much cringe watching it because you're just watching him dig his grave deeper and deeper. Like, just stop now. The rejections can get worse if you keep going.
Well, you also feel like Gendry was really hyped after fucking he was like, oh, no, I'm definitely gonna tell her.
I like how you just stopped your sentence right there,
like,
by the way.
He's like,
he was hyped after fucking.
Ball, but he does, Chris. He's like,
yes,
Dragon Ball.
I can win.
I can win. I can fight. Yes, I can do it.
And then he gets immediately destroyed.
My friend found the funny line. Gendry got shot down harder than that dragon.
But another dragon goes.
That's still, I don't know. It's still a little silly to see on screen just because he's like, the actor's like 10 years older than her and she's like still young. Like, she looks young too.
Yeah, and well, in the story she's supposed to be, I'm assuming, late teens. 16, I guess
I think at this point like 18.
She's definitely not 18. I don't think in the books probably.
Well, it's been how long has it been since the first episode? Like time wise. At least 8 or 9 years, right?
Yeah. She was 12 when the show started.
Okay, so there you go.
So she's
the character was 12 or she was 12?
No, character itself. We don't have a solid thing.
The producer said she's 18 years old in the show right now.
Well, they have to.
They said Arya's 18.
Because I think in the books, I want to say she's even younger in the books when it starts out. She's like
all of them are younger. All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Arya's 3 and Sansa's 6 in the beginning of the book.
I think Daenerys is either 10 or
Yeah.
12. I'm trying to remember. It's either 10 or 12.
that was a good scene though. I think it was
Jon
good
is
to
5.
like.
It's Game of Thrones babies in the books.
It was a good scene to
They're all-
watch. I think it was good to solidify that Arya still knows who she is and she's not just some lady because she's always said that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was good. I really like that because I want her to go and murder Cersei with the Hound.
I don't want to. If she
Any-
murders Cersei, I'm so over it.
Yeah, no, she's not gonna murder.
I'm so
Yeah,
fucking
she's not
over
murdering
it. She,
Cersei.
No, I want her to go out to try though. As well.
Yeah.
yeah. She,
Because I want her and when the Hound and her got together again, I was like, yes.
Upon reflection, she's had so many of the kills in this show that it's just like, really.
Not none of the
Not really.
big ones. No, she has, but none of like the really big ones. Like the old dude, Walder Frey, sure, but like
yeah, there's Walder
he's been in, like,
Frey
5
and the Night King are like the only two.
and
big
a
ones
couple of the
she's had.
side characters, like Meryn Trant, who was like just a fucking
Yeah,
dick.
she's had just minor
Waif.
character
Who else,
assholes.
who else was gonna kill the waif? It's like,
Yeah.
who's a fuck about the waif? The waif is a lame ass villain. But
She killed Littlefinger too. Remember that?
oh yeah, but that wasn't. I mean, that could have been anybody though.
Yeah, but
She should-
still, that's what I'm saying. She's getting those kills there. I'm like, you gotta.
Sure, but I mean that Littlefinger wasn't her. That was more Sansa, if anything.
That was
Yeah.
still Arya though.
yeah, physically sure, but that's not.
Basically, yeah, but it was
I mean, it's not a team deathmatch game. Like,
No, I
How
know.
about
If she got like at least because Littlefinger I put up there as a big character. If she got Littlefinger, Night King, and Cersei, I'm like, okay.
I still wouldn't count Littlefinger as.
Yeah, Littlefinger was Sansa because she set him up for
That's
it.
fine.
Sansa
That's
and
fine.
Him and Sansa had a big thing, so that was definitely. Even Sansa was just like, yo, man, I'll always remember your teachings, and then she came up. That was it.
Yes.
That could be anybody. No, not I guess.
I still don't know how I feel about
no, that wasn't an opinion part.
Well, I mean, no, the opinion is that you guys think that it was her, but I mean, still technically, in my eyes, that she got the kill.
Sure, but it in the story that's not the case because
Yeah,
Arya
not at all.
Arya barely had any interaction with Littlefinger, like compared to Sansa.
No, I'm not saying that.
And
I'm just looking at the kill.
The only reason Arya, like I said, the only
But
reason
the
Arya killed him
kill
was
doesn't
because
matter.
of Sansa.
The kill doesn't matter. He was dead immediately when Sansa called his name out. Pretty much,
Yeah.
Sansa killed his ass. Like,
Okay.
you can keep saying like the physical kill, but I mean that's not, I don't
That
like.
doesn't make
I
sense.
agree with every other character she killed because I was her working for it for sure.
What did she even earn the Night King?
Yeah, she worked for it. That's for sure. She almost got killed for doing it.
But no. But I'm saying there's no build up to that though. That's also an issue too.
That was definitely way more.
That wasn't an issue.
No, no.
That was one of the things that made it great was just it came out of fucking nowhere.
That was the fucking thing the writer said, which was so bullshit.
Yeah, that's annoying, but it was still. I don't know if like in the story story of that episode, it made sense the way they were showing her. You know how she was progressing through that. It didn't make sense why she had to be the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
But
saying
did
in
you
that
watch the thing,
episode,
right?
Because we followed her in that episode a lot, so
Yeah.
it made sense in that episode. If she just randomly, she wasn't in like most of the episode, she was in like 2 minutes, and then at the end she just jumped out. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's some
But-
Walking Dead shit though, where they focus so much on the fucking primary person, you know, where it's like, oh, something big is gonna happen to this character, so we're gonna focus
If
a lot on
they were
them.
focused on the primary character, then John
Yeah.
would have killed her.
No, but
I wouldn't say Arya is the primary character
of that episode.
of that episode. Yes, but
That's
I'm
what
saying of the
That's
show.
no. Is when remember how like every time someone's gonna die, it's like, oh, we're getting a lot of talk. Oh, T-Dog's talking to everyone. I wonder what's gonna happen to T-Dog.
Dog.
So no, but like there was no build up. And then did you watch the behind the
But
scenes
yeah,
where they
but
talked
like
about
Chris
it?
is saying, it'd be weird if like we spent that whole time following Arya, and then freaking Sam appears out of nowhere and kills the Night King. It's just, I mean, it'd be funny as hell, but
You know
it'd be like
That's
it'd
not
make
what I'm
no
saying.
But
sense.
you know what? Thinking about it, Sam would make more sense because he was the first one to kill.
Yeah, I would
One of the
actually
Well,
fucking
no,
prefer that.
I just said the first name that came to my head.
Well, it
Yeah,
made more
That's what I'm
sense.
saying. If it was just someone who's
But why if Sam was the one jumping towards him? It's-
oh, just doesn't
I don't know.
someone
They,
just fucking he doesn't even stab the Night King to death. He just cross bodies him and kills him.
He
Kills
shot
him with a fucking cross body.
I don't know, because did you guys watch the behind the scenes where they talked about that, like writing that episode?
Yeah. That was annoying too
How
when
was
he
some
says
bullshit?
that. When he says like, "Oh, it was the most unexpected." If they were planning on just killing him anyway, though, like if it was John or somebody, then I guess Arya, like because of her character development when it comes to her being a swordsman and stuff like that, and whatever, no one, that all that shit. I don't know. I feel like she probably had the most development just from where she was from point A
Oh,
to.
yeah, I agree, but
Oh, I get why they wanted to do that, but the way he said it was just like, oh, it's gonna surprise everyone. It's gonna be fucking crazy when she jumps out and kills his ass. You know, like I don't know, like I if it was like Bran or something, like Bran, like
But
Night King, oh, they should have did that. The Night King turns around and grabs her, and then like he has the
that's
dagger.
what someone, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be better actually.
I don't know.
And then you find out Bran was like playing. I mean, no,
what if he stands up and does it?
Bitch, and he like kicks him.
He stabs the Night King, and after he disappears, the army falls. He just gets up and just says, just gives a smug look, nods his head, and walks off.
No, I'd rather he gets up, stabs him, and then Arya looks up. It's like you can walk. He goes, shh, sits back down and puts the blanket over him.
Yeah, and then he floss dances.
Yeah. No, and then like still like I went back and looked at some of those scenes. It's like it made no sense. Even though the thing they set up for Arya to jump on the Night King, they had like her on like a platform to jump on there.
Yeah,
it's like did she hop over all these fucking generals that did nothing, by the way? The generals did fucking fuck all.
They've done nothing ever. They are the definition of upper management. They just stand there and look at all the fucking little weaklings and don't do a goddamn thing.
She jumped off of Theon's corpse. That's all right. Theon inadvertently killed the Night King.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still disagree. Like, because I think it would have been like more poetic if
no,
they like.
I don't think she should have been the one that kills him. But at
it
this
was
point,
cool.
I'm already over the Night King.
I just think it's like because she had that list, right? And Night King was never on a list, right?
No, of course
it would
not.
have been cool if like
what the fucking Night King was.
Yeah, it was cool. It would have been cool. Like, okay, if she got the kill on Cersei at the end, fine, cool. Like,
sure,
rock it. But like,
it's not gonna be her. It's gonna probably be Jaime at this point.
Yeah.
Imagine it's like the Mountain. He says, "Ah, fuck this. I'm
if
done.
It's anyone,
I'm not a zombie anymore."
If it's anyone besides Jaime or Arya, I'm down.
Nobody. Maybe she lives. Maybe she wins.
That will be. Well, if we get into it now, then I'll say it. It's either Jaime. I think it's going to be all out of the specifics. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think Jaime, Cersei, and Euron are all three of them are going to die in some fucking argument. Because I also think, especially Jaime going, if he doesn't kill Cersei, I think Euron might, because all three of them will come face to face. And when Jaime outs that, yeah, that's not your kid, that's actually mine, I absolutely see Euron snapping and just fucking losing it.
Here's the question: like, does anybody even believe she's fucking pregnant at this point? Because like it's been since she announced she was pregnant to Tyrion, that one episode in I'm assuming season 7.
Yeah, it was 7.
It's how much time has passed since then? Because it hasn't been a little while. And I don't see.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. A couple months at most.
It has to be a few months at least. And she's looking perfectly fine. I don't think she's pregnant. I think she's just using that to fucking. Now she's using it for Euron, which is genius. But like, yeah, that's right. I got a baby, and maybe it's Yo's baby. Even if it is Jaime, ends up being Jaime's. Like using that against him is good. But
side note, the New York Post has a whole thing. I'll read it more on my other time when we're off here. But like they're talking about a theory that Sansa's the one that takes out Cersei, which I'm fine with that.
Well, yeah, they mentioned that in this episode where Cersei Sansa wanted to see her executed and stuff. And I was thinking that too. I was like, oh, maybe
I'd be down for Sansa to do it. That's fine.
Well,
Sansa's never really done anything like that.
Yeah, but she's been through so much shit that she should be the one to take it off.
I'll get into it more, but I think I'll get into it more at the end. But I think Sansa has a plan, but it's not that. I think she has a different plan going on.
She's always way more tactical. She's way more tactical and smart on the battlefield.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think Arya is going to kill Cersei, but now that Daenerys has gone full Mad Queen, I think Cersei is going to die,
I don't know if
But before Arya does, and Arya's gonna realize it's not Cersei the one that I have to kill, it's Daenerys. And I think Sansa, after the reveal, plotted with Arya, and everyone thinks she's going to kill Cersei, but everyone knows she's going to kill Daenerys, and she's probably not going to come back, because if Arya does that, Jon ain't going to want her around. Jon's going to be too fucking pissed.
Right. Okay, so we had the
it's going to be Podrick.
After the scene with Arya and the Hound, which is a good scene. They're kind of talking about it, and Arya's like, "I'm not coming back." Hound's like, "I'm not coming back."
Yeah, if I die, are you gonna? If I get fucked up, are you just gonna leave me again? She's like, "Yeah, probably."
Probably.
And then he laughs.
So I paused. So when we were it was a shot over when they have all the boats looking over King's Landing, and you see Grey Worm and Missandei holding hands there. I paused. 'Cause I was like, I'm gonna grab a snack really quick. I paused, and after I got up, I looked. I was like, oh, one of them's dead in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
One of them's fucking gonna die.
I thought it would be Grey Worm.
And to talk about it, is that when they saw Daenerys and flying up there with both dragons, and they had that shot where they're kind of looking over him, like right before the shot rang out and fucked up Rhaegon.
Yeah.
Rhaegon.
I ever since The Walking Dead with Axel, whenever there's a shot, just a shot, like a sideways shot like this, I always expect someone's gonna get killed. Just right there. Some shot's gonna fucking ring out. You remember what I'm talking? Do you remember that Gore?
Of what? What?
Axel in The Walking Dead when he was talking to.
Yeah.
When it's just like he just
talking.
talks. Yeah, when he's just talking and just fucking dead.
Spoilers for Walking Dead.
This is season 3. Grow up. There was just that shot when they're standing there. And I'm like, someone's gonna die right here. Someone's gonna get fucked up. And sure enough, like a second later, the dragon just got hit. He's like, oh my chest, oh my neck, oh my everything.
It was a little too quiet, and also they're too close to King's Landing.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with Rhaegon dying. I have a problem with just how that scene played out, because they went 3 for 3 on him, and then with Drogon, with 10 shots, they couldn't even get close. But with the first dragon, they went 3 for 3 without any trouble. So it's like, if you can kill the one that easily, you can definitely kill the other. Now you're clearly just keeping it alive for story reasons, but
for
disagree.
like a
bullshit reason.
That didn't bother me because they caught him off guard.
Also, caught him off guard, and Daenerys being on the dragon.
Down to point blank range, and yet they still somehow missed.
I think it's also Daenerys like guiding the dragon as opposed to, because I think every time a dragon's been killed.
No, that was more like Drogon fucking saying, nah, fuck that. I mean, they always made Drogon seem like the more experienced one. Like the other two are kind of like the younger ones, even though they're all born at the same time. But that's what they made them.
Right, but then
they
they're
inexperienced compared to Drogon.
But they've also had that.
Remember earlier seasons they made Drogon like the one that would just go out and fucking eat kids and shit. Like
right, but they also had that when Viserion died too. He was just flying around on his own. So I feel like them having a writer actually like helps them figure out and navigate a bit better too.
Sure. Well, that was Jon's dragon too.
I do feel like I see the only thing I agree with Casey with is the last shot where it's like only like 15 soldiers there.
And then he flies into point blank range with like 10 of them pointed at him, and none of them get close. I'm just like,
no, not that part. It's when they're all like standing there in the front with Missandei handing up there, and you see the dragon in the background. I'm like, could you guys just like scroll over and just be like, all right, cool, we're done with that, no more of that.
Right. I wouldn't even brought the dragon.
Yeah, no, I would have thought. I would have like, all right, cool, we're done.
They had like 5 of those spears pointing right at his fucking face.
And then your boy got the kill too. Your boy got the first shot.
Yeah, you're on, right? Dude, all my favorite characters killed dragons, or at least harmed them. You know, Night King, he was cool, whatever. But I mean, Bronn,
until he wasn't
he didn't kill the dragon, but he fucked that dragon up, and that was Drogon. And then, of course, my boy Euron, he killed the dragon. And you could see he was like, yeah.
He got a massive boner when he fucking shot it.
Yeah, he had a bone. That was for sure. And dude, when he came back to Cersei, he was like, "Yeah, that's right. I killed a fucking dragon. What's up?"
And then she was like, "We're gonna have some kids," and he's like, "Yeah,
oh yeah, yeah." I hope Euron wins.
Yeah, I'll be down with that.
Dude, every time I look on Twitter, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm fucking sick of Euron and Cersei. I hate them." I'm like, you know what, Cersei, I like because she's so She has a lot. I love Cersei. I really do.
You just like them because they're
not
fucked up in
not
the
because
head.
She's a great character.
She's a great character. But I love Euron because he's just that kind of character that I like. You know,
He's a
he's
fucking-
like
he's
Bronn,
just-
like the Hound.
He's
He's
the
a
generic,
slimeball,
like,
dude.
thug scumbag.
Yeah, but he's funny.
Yeah.
He's pretty badass. I mean, he took down a dragon. A dragon was charging him. He was like, "Nah, I ain't fucking."
He's pretty badass. He told his sister, "I'm gonna go
Yeah.
fuck Cersei," and did it like 10 minutes later.
He's like the medieval version of like the leader of like the Hell's Angels or something.
Yeah, pretty much. He looks unwashed. Like he looks sweaty. It's like, he's got that like not even nicely trimmed beard.
But he's still,
I like that actor too.
but
That actor's great.
He's still fucking Cersei though.
Hell yeah. Cersei likes him. I can tell.
They're built for each other. Yeah, and all my notes, all my notes said there was "fuck your dragon."
Fuck your dragon.
Yeah.
Fuck your dragon.
What a bad plan! Like, come on, guys.
If
You
the
guys
Hound kills the last.
Oh,
dragon, that's
yeah,
like
the Hound kills him, and Gore's like, "Oh my god, no!"
Well, he just like cuts its head off with a sword.
Bro, I don't know why that makes sense.
I don't know why either, but and I wouldn't want to see that.
That or Tormund, right?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
both Clay Kings team up to kill the dragon. Just
Yeah.
the
Fuck
Hound
it.
beheads him, and the mountain just spins and literally just throws him out of King's Landing.
Well,
But man,
it always reminded me of that time where the mountain got pissed at that horse because he lost. Like this is like season 1, and he just fucking takes his sword and almost
yeah.
beheads the entire horse. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn! It's like- and that was like he was a different actor at that point too.
Yeah.
Like the mountain had like 2 different actors before the whoever the guy is now. I think it's the same guy that played him when he squashed Oberyn, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
It's still him, which is funny because they could have got any big dude at this point. I mean, you never see his face.
So yeah, so going back on that, man, these people have some terrible plans of war, dude. Because like,
Mhm.
who mismatches
Well-
your army doing that? Like, all right, we gotta wait for Jon to show up there. Fuck it, let's just go sail out there in the middle of fucking water.
With that, I don't think it's. I mean, it's bad strategy, but I don't think it's bad strategy for bad strategy. I think it's because Daenerys. It's not until the episode, it's not until the end of the episode where she fully embraces it. But at that point, she's already officially started going down the road to becoming the Mad Queen. So I don't think it's so much that it was bad strategy. It's just she's losing her sense of reason and she doesn't care. She just knows what she wants and she's gonna go and get it no matter what it costs her.
I guess, but at the same time too, it's like if my dragon almost got fucking speared by Bronn, I'd be like, I imagine these guys have like 40 other of those in their city now, so we should probably not just run in there.
Right.
They only had one of those back then. I was like, oh, I'm sure they're building a fucking lot
Yeah,
more
with
now.
Braun.
Yeah.
Well, it was Qyburn's thing. Qyburn made that.
Yeah, but that's like, and that was how long
They
ago?
shot
And-
in that skull.
Yeah, but it was like, how long ago was that? And now you're like, okay, now we're driving
Season
into
6?
like where it came from, and now I'm sure there's more than one.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, it's also goes to show because Sansa was definitely the more level-headed one, where she's like, we should rest a little bit, and she's like, and she got pissed. She was like, nah, fuck that. You trying to question your queen? Nah, let's go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, Daenerys had some sort of a point because they already had time to form like a big army. Like if they rest some more, they might even get a bigger one. So I mean, she had. It's not like she was just like, no, fuck it, I want to fight him now. She had a reason to go out there. It's just her plan wasn't very good.
Dumbass reason.
They split them apart and stuff. And I don't know.
And
Hey,
then,
who knows? Maybe the plan will work. Maybe.
the plan will work even though it's already done.
Well, I mean, John's still doing his thing, so he's on his way.
and then all I have afterwards is Rip.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I thought they were just gonna push her off. I didn't hear her. Kind of
yeah. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. But then the
And-
mountain.
And
he's like, I
if
didn't
you
kill
listen,
something.
if you listen carefully, I'm pretty sure that when you hear her say Dracarys, if you listen very carefully, I think you can hear the last little bit of Daenerys' sanity snap, like right after she says that.
right. Yeah, the mountains. Is
But
like, all
I
right.
think this goes to show that I think she is pregnant though, because I mean she definitely got emotional when Tyrion started talking.
But she was talking about her kids too. She could have just been getting emotional about her kids that have died. You know.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was just.
But
Tyrion,
I can see her. I
Tyrion
can see her
knows how
being
to
pregnant.
get to her, but
I can see her still being pregnant. It's just the time. Like I just want to know how long.
The sense
it's
of
been
time in
since
this show is fucked up now. 'Cause
It
they
is,
keep
but
teleporting.
It is, but if they use that to fuck with us too, like, and then you find
Right.
out, oh, she's not pregnant. Yeah.
Well, she is after Euron.
Oh yeah. She's probably pregnant now. Sure. But I like how Euron was just like, wait, you're pregnant, and he looked at Qyburn, and Qyburn's like, yeah, Qyburn had that baby. Yo,
Qyburn did it.
that's Qyburn's baby. Yeah, Qyburn's really close to the queen. I don't know. Qyburn needs to get his fucking head cut off though. I'm sick and tired of seeing his fucking face. Like, ever since like season 3, you saw his ass of like when he's like treating Jaime's wound, and then he like rose in power. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
And even at his position, he still won't stop being just a non-stop kiss ass.
Oh, they should make the Hound the hand of the queen. Not the Hound, the Mountain.
The Mountain. Yeah.
Mountain.
He just comes out to talk to Tyrion. It's like the smallest person in the world talking to the biggest fucker.
He just lifts his leg and steps.
Yeah.
He like looks all the way up.
Yeah. Like just seeing pictures of like I forget his name, but the actor that plays the Mountain is just in like real life is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like seeing him holding a normal sized mug looks like one of us holding a shot glass.
Yeah.
The best thing is if you look up a picture of him and his wife is like 5'2".
That's scary.
Good.
So she's only up to like his hip. She's only up to his like fucking hip. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's about it. Unless you guys have any like predictions or whatever.
We didn't talk about who fucking died though.
Well,
we just said Rip.
Yeah, Rip.
Missandei died.
Yeah, we said Rip.
She didn't really have anything to go with at the very end with though.
Yeah, I mean, she still got the Fast and Furious movies, so it's gonna be a nice. I mean, no, it was upsetting. It was surprising. I will say that. I wasn't expecting her to be the one that gets killed of the two of the power.
Yeah.
He moves on from Grey Worm to Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris. No, it wasn't Ludacris. It wasn't Tyra. I guess it was both of them.
They keep fighting for her.
Yeah, Who did she go with in the last movie?
She goes to Ludacris though because he's the nerd too. Yeah,
Ludacris is less annoying too. Tyrese is annoying in those movies. He's funny, but he's annoying. I can relate, I guess. But yeah, no, I mean it was sad, I guess. Yeah, it was surprising. I do find it brutal that you don't see her die.
You see it like
you see her
like,
in the background, and then in the background blurred, you see her just like body with a pool of blood
is
rising.
way more effective because I feel like Game of Thrones definitely would have just didn't give a fuck and would have just showed it, but like I think
we'll see in the next episode when she puts like her head on a stick or some shit.
Yeah,
I could see her fucking doing that at this point. If anybody's turned into a mad queen, it's fucking like Cersei has always been mad, but she's like gone the furthest to mad that I think I've seen in this entire show so far.
Well, she's mad, but she strategizes and stuff.
She would let everybody die. Like that's the whole thing Tyrion was talking about. Like
she'd let all the people die, but she wouldn't kill them. Daenerys is gonna kill them without a second's hesitation, and would do it as many times over as she had to get the Cersei.
Sure, but that's also not her people at that point. Like,
but that's the thing with Daenerys. It is her people.
It's not.
If she wants to be queen, knows the people. No, well, she wants to be the queen. So if she's the self-proclaimed queen, those are her people.
Future maybe people, but not at that point.
Yeah, the way I see
born there.
The way I see it with Gore is that it's like the Tarleys where they're like, all right, are you on my team or no? And they're like, nah. It's like, all right, cool, then fucking die. Yeah.
See you
later.
Well, at least it was quick.
Yeah.
They probably felt pain for like a half a second, and then they turned into fucking dust.
Ah.
Yeah. Turn into a red woman. A lot of people turn into dust in the show.
All right, anything else you gotta say?
Only 3 characters, but that's a lot considering. Rest in peace, Melisandre and Missandei.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with that anymore.
Yeah, not that I was confused that much. When Bran dies, then I'll be happy. I'm like, oh, thank God. It's not gonna be Bran. It'll be Bran that dies.
Now the question I have is: do you think, with the battle coming up, do you think it'll only be next episode, or do you think they'll stretch it between the two?
I think you gotta wrap it up next episode.
Yeah,
yeah, because that's what I think, but I still think there's a possibility that they might, leave it with like, Jamie or Cersei or whatever, just like with a face-off right at the end, and leaving on a cliffhanger for the last episode.
I think that battle's gonna happen in the next episode, and it'll be done, and then the final episode will be Jon
Dakota.
and Danny. Jon, Danny, and them dealing with their shit.
And I think
maybe even Jon realizing that Danny has gone fucking crazy.
Well, like I said, Danny's dead. Whether it's Arya or Tyrion or someone, Danny's gonna die too. Cersei and Danny are dying.
I hope it doesn't go there, because I mean they've been talking about how she could be the Mad Queen for fucking seasons.
I think.
And honestly, this is the one thing I said before. I really didn't want them to go down the route, because I'm tired of every time they bring up a Targaryen, it's, oh, this Targaryen went crazy and whatnot. It's like, all right, we finally got Dany. She's not going crazy. We got to this season. It's like, oh, look, another Targaryen that's gone crazy. What a surprise.
The only Targaryen that in the stories that wasn't a shithead was what's his name? The one that married the Stark girl. Fuck. And then had Jon. What's his name? Is it Rhaegar? Is that Rhaegar? Or no?
Rhaegar Targaryen?
Is that name Rhaegar?
I think so.
Who's Rhaegar?
Dragon.
They're named after that.
Well, the dragon's Rhaegal, and Rhaegal or whatever. It's not Rhaegar, but I can't remember. Whatever. He was the only one that wasn't like a dick in the stories. I guess now Jon's also a Targaryen. So
yeah, no, that was him. That's his dad, Rhaegar.
That's his name, Rhaegar. Okay, because I was thinking like, who's the Mad King? What's his name again?
Well. Also keep in mind he wasn't a complete asshole, but he did start a war on a lie. So
yeah, Aerys Targaryen is the Mad King.
Yeah, that's his name.
So what was I gonna say just now? I don't think the next episode's gonna be as big of a battle as we think it's gonna be.
No, I mean they don't really. I mean she doesn't, like Dany and Jon don't really have much of an army left.
Right, so I don't think it's gonna be like a battle. I think something's gonna happen. They're gonna end it pretty quickly.
I think there's still a possibility, because I think is, I don't even think with like Jamie, I don't even think he's gonna go straight for Cersei. I think he's going for going to the Gold Company. Because if he goes to the Golden Company, because there's the whole thing with them where it's like they always honor their contracts and stuff, and what was it like? They have like 20,000 men. But if Jamie just walks up to him and goes, hey, just so you know, Cersei's bankrupt. She can't pay you anything. Just so you know. They'll turn on her in a heartbeat.
They'll just fuck off.
Yeah.
So let me...
honestly, considering like they've been talking about the Golden Company, but they haven't actually, aside from showing them coming across on boats, they haven't really addressed it. I think they're going to go for a twist like that with it, which would really even out the armies.
But imagine this, though. The Night King, he ain't
comes
dead.
back.
He comes back. He reforms himself in Winterfell.
So
for some reason, they left his shards there. For some reason, I don't know why. But
all right, so
it turns out the Night King was the wife, and he just he's there as like the mountain now. He's just wearing someone else's face.
So let's do a little thing here. We're gonna call the loose ends that we feel need to be wrapped up here. That we think
that the Hound, his vision.
The Hound.
Remember the vision he saw in the flames we didn't see?
/ Clegane.
And he even talked about it in this where he had something to do or whatever. He didn't mention what it is though, which we can only assume what it is.
It's Clegane.
I put / Clegane.
Yeah, but who knows? I guess they could throw us for a twist and you find out he saw that he's the one who has to kill somebody else or whatever. I don't know. He just kept it secret, I guess, but whatever. I guess I wanna see. I mean, not that this needs to be shown because they kind of wrapped it up. I would really like to see something with the many-faced god.
That's literally what I wrote down right now.
Yeah. I would still like to see something. I mean, they wrapped that up for the most part.
It's always been a little open.
Also, the god of light or whatever, the
Lord of Light.
The Lord of Light. Him. They even mentioned in this episode, like, what the fuck did he want? Like, what was the? I mean, I guess
I feel like that's Bran.
Oh, you'll find out he's the Lord of Light.
I think it is though, because he's the one that handed. He's the one that commanded everyone, or the Lord of Light demanded that Beric stay alive for this. Beric stay
save
alive
Arya.
to save Arya,
Yeah.
who killed the
Yeah,
Night King.
and then
stopping
Arya
it.
killed the Night King,
And
and
then
then
Bran handed-
Melisandre didn't have anything else to do, so she just turned to dust.
Yeah.
And then Bran handed Arya that thing. That's also like I feel like that's Bran.
I don't know, but
And
like
someone also mentioned I was reading some.
How would they
something-
reveal
I
that?
I also feel like Bran. There's something else. Like I don't know if he'll be directly involved, but I also feel like he's been up to something else in the background.
They also mentioned that there was some Reddit comment I think where it was talking about that, or it was a Reddit comment or a YouTube video where it's like the Night King was the embodiment of Dark, and Dark had a physical embodiment.
Right.
The Light has to have a physical embodiment too, and I mean, there's only there could also be a dual meaning as to why the Night King wanted Bran. It was like, yeah, we said it's because he wanted history. It could have also been to kill the Lord of Light, so he could just bring darkness everywhere.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like that's Bran, but I do think we definitely need a solid answer by the end of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the names again?
Who?
Who's the showrunners? Benioff.
Yeah,
Benioff and Weiss.
Weiss,
Is it
yeah.
Weiss? Yeah.
Mhm.
DB. What's his name?
Yeah.
DB Weiss.
Yeah.
Fucking do it, you weirdos. I don't know why I call him that.
So we have that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
We have that. We have Jamie and whatever thing he's gonna do about being the
They're gonna wrap that up in the next episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He'll just magically teleport there because the King's Landing is right next door to Winterfell, as everybody knows. He's just like right there. He walks 2 fucking feet and I'm in King's Landing.
So I'm just trying to say whatever loose ends we have for the rest of the season because we have like 2 episodes left. We still have a lot.
Bronn needs to get his castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bronn will show up and like save Tyrion, I think.
You better.
No, come on. He wanted his castle and he's fucking tired of not getting his shit.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, Bronn deserves a castle.
Yeah.
He does. He also should be a well-written
Like
character.
5 times he was promised castles, and he's just like, you know what? Tyrion didn't give me one. Fucking Jamie didn't give me one. Fuck this. Fuck both of them. I still like them though.
Yeah. For sure.
He'll save one of them. Not Jamie. He'll save Tyrion.
So
or he'll
Bronn
show
castle.
him die.
We have the fate of everyone, so we don't need to write down the fate of every single other person.
Yeah, we don't need that. Varys. They
He's
did
supposed
the
to
Varys
die.
thing. Varys is supposed to die because that's what the Red Woman said. Also, he was doing his thing in this season. I mean, this episode where he's just like, I'm not with her anymore, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure that the realm survives or the realm wins. The people get what they want. They don't want no shitty ass queen.
Sam's gonna be writing this. I think that's so popular theory, right? That he's writing the song of Fire and Ice.
And then at the end, Sam's like, and then they all kiss.
He's typing this out on a computer.
It's just like, and then he puts
he does look like a young George R.R. Martin.
J.R. Yeah. And then
I was
made
gonna say,
$1 million.
even better, it ends with him just like in fucking Bilbo's house, just writing.
if it ends like 2.5 Men, where the creator comes out and he's just winning or something like George R. R. Martin just looks at the camera and goes, "I was him the entire time," and he does like a fade wipe. Right. And then directed by George Martin.
It's not Sam. It's not Sam writing it. It's Sam reading this story. He's already wrote it and he's reading it back. Yeah. And it's just him reading it to George R. R. Martin. He's like, man, I should make this into a book.
And then he kills Sam and takes the book rights. Hides his body in his cellar. There you go.
Anything else you guys have on loose ends? I'm trying to see if I can.
I think Tormund's done. He'll show back up maybe. And because Brienne and Jamie are,
it'll just be if he does show up, it'll just be like a follow up in the last episode just to see what they're up to now.
Yeah, you guys think Gendry and Arya?
Jamie and Brienne didn't get together anymore because he left. Tormund's gonna come.
Do you think Gendry and Arya are getting together by the end of it?
No.
Oh God, no.
No, I don't think so. I think that's it. Well, who knows? Maybe they do like a montage at the end and showing everybody happy and shit. And, I don't know. They better not do that. That's not Game of Thrones.
He said it's gonna be a bittersweet ending. So.
Oh yeah, that means people are gonna kill each other, and at the end they'll be like, oh,
Second Night
well,
King.
like he stabs Danny, John stabs Danny. He's like, I love you. I did this because you're crazy, bitch. And he's like, throws her on the ground and fucking walks away or some shit. I don't know.
All right.
And then he
Cool,
gets
so
on the
that's
throne.
about
He
it.
gets
So I
on the
wrote-
throne. He's just like, that's right, bitch. I wanted this the entire time. I lied.
So I wrote all that
I love
down.
this shit.
So we got those to talk about later on if we come across them. That way we can knock
And then
them out.
he becomes a Mad King. And then the cycle repeats.
It could also just be Jamie just says fuck this and goes into the basement. It goes underneath King's Landing, and just blows up the whole fucking castle this time.
What I want to see is Drogon in the throne room, fucking burn the throne, the sword throne, or fucking the iron.
Well, that I think that's gonna happen because, like I said, Annie goes mad queen and just tells him burn everything.
Yeah, just like
He literally just flies around King's Landing, burning everything.
I don't think they're gonna do the exact thing that he did, the Mad King. I think that'd be too on the nose because that's what he was screaming and shit. And then Tyrion kills her just like Jamie killed the Mad King.
We also need Daenerys' visions too, huh?
So a Lannister kills a Mad Targaryen.
All right, so that's about it, guys. Anything else you want to say? Cool.
Just go watch Barry. I heard that show's really good.
Watch Ballers.
Yeah, go watch Ballers.
Actually, Barry, well, it's Bill Hader, but yeah, Barry is actually pretty entertaining.
Hold on. This is gonna get off track. There was one thing before I forget that I want to mention. Another show suggestion was some Netflix skit show.
Skit show.
Yeah, there was some skit-based show that's brand new on here that I heard was actually pretty good. What was it called? Oh, it fucking alphabetizes it on here. That's dumb.
You dummy. Look at this
dumb.
fucking idiot.
This is so stupid.
Look
I
at this
think I
idiot.
think you should leave.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Alright,
man.
bye.
Yeah, I heard that show was actually like the first thing to challenge SNL with like skits as of recently, and it's actually really good.
Okay.
Go take
Well,
that
maybe.
suggestion,
Well,
guys.
we still have Twilight Zone that we have to knock out after this.
I'm waiting for that all to come out. I'll binge it all together. I'm not gonna
It's
watch
almost
week by
done.
week.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
there
almost
only, like,
done.
8?
Well, by the time Game of Thrones is finished, that'll all be out.
Yeah, I'll probably just watch that though. I don't know if I'll do like a reaction thing. So
Yeah.
I might just.
I'm
binge that shit.
not gonna react to it. I'm just gonna definitely.
I know, but no, I know we wanted to do after we watched all of them, just do one reaction to it.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm probably not gonna get to this in a while. We'll see.
Yeah, fuck it. Never mind.
Have fun, everyone.
I
Thanks
just want
for
to
tuning
have
in.
ideas.
fucking fun.